18 months ago, Elvis Munis began a gruelling challenge, cycling 50,000 miles around the world to raise money to send 10 students to university in his native Tanzania. His epic journey across 41 countries began on January the 13th this year in Chile in South America. From there, he travelled up the west coast, through North America and across the Bering Sea. That saw him enter Russia, Mongolia, China and Afghanistan before turning towards Europe. He arrived in London yesterday and has joined us in the studio. From here, he'll go through Germany, France and Spain before the final leg sees him travel through the north of Africa and to his final destination, the foot of Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Elvis. It's a long way that you've travelled so far to get here, and you've got a long way to go after you leave London. And you've brought your bike in to show us. Are you tired of riding that yet?
No, not real. I get a good feeling with her, and I'm feeling very comfortable with her. So it's the only thing I have for the long days. So we are good companions.
So what is it like to cycle that journey? Are you doing it on your own, or do you have other people joining you?
It's a solo mission. I'm just alone, even though I got some few friends joining me here and there, but it's just for the few days up to 1 week. But yeah, it's a solo mission.
And why did you decide to do this? Where did the inspiration come from?
Well, it's a burning desire inside me to see some changes in the country I come from and in the continent I come from. It's a desire to educate myself and to educate others, but also to raise awareness for the conservation of our natural areas, but as well as to setting up inspiration for the young people of where I came from.
Of course, because this is why you're raising the money, because you want to be able to send 10 students to Tanzania. How important is that for you, for local people to become more educated in Tanzania?
Well, it's a very important thing because it's based from myself. I've been trying to pursue higher education in order to contribute for some changes in my own community, and I travel across the country and then across the continent, and I find it's the same thing repeating. There is a big lack of education, the access to get education, especially the proper education to make changes and pulling the wheel of development in the continent.
Well, I did have a look at your blog today, because you have been updating your blog on a regular basis whilst you take this journey. And when you arrived in London, you said it was quite scary to be cycling through the centre of town because the cycle lanes aren't as wide as they are in Scandinavia, for example. What has your experience been like in the capital?
It's as I said in the blog, I've been exploited, I think, with the Scandinavia, even though I come from Africa where there is no bike lane, but we have a path at least. It's when I hit the London, it was I was expecting to be it's a big city, so I was expecting that bicycle has its own lane and so forth. But I had to mingle with the buses and the taxi and a little bit of impatient people who doesn't expect to see the bike sharing the road.
Well, the cyclists, London cyclists, do deal with impatient drivers on a regular basis, unfortunately. Well, Elvis, thank you very much for joining us, and good luck with the rest of your journey.
All right, thank you very much, Alan.